Hello and welcome back to Plane Reviews. You might notice that this is the old loading screen. This is version 1.1.3 because today we're looking at some planes that only function in 1.1.3, or at least I assume they only function in 1.1.3. They might have outdated mods that have never been updated, sadly, or, you know, other things that make them older. And remember the last time I used this save is when I crashed that giant Boeing 747. Yeah, so all that's still there. Alright, we're starting with the A7 Corsair 3, or K7 Corsair, as was posted on my site by Slav Engineer, which has BD Armory stuff on it, which is pretty cool. And I really love the concept, like the design of this. Just, it's very small, sleek, a little bit stubby on the front. I think it's a very good design. You know, there's some clipping that I always hate, but overall it looks very nice. Looks like it would be fun to fly, and has a ton of these set to break off before we start the engine, so I'm just going to move that down there to be safe. And he says about it, "Hello, comrade, I bring you new toy." And 2 to go to the next weapon, 3 to arm and disarm, 4 to fire, 9 for countermeasures. We're not gonna fire just yet, and by that I mean we are gonna fire both of the what do you call it, aim 9s. And, oh good, 0 to switch engine mode so we can do our afterburner, because that's nice. And then 9 fires countermeasures. Ooh, sideways firing flares. I like that. It's different. Most things, most of the time they don't do that. Very nice. Okay, so, what's the fire button again? I think it was 4. Oh yeah, I'm on a rocket pod, so we have 2 little rocket pods. Ooh, wow, I just did a little flip. It's probably not good for it. But we can, of course, do this kind of stuff. Oh, let's see if we can take out the administration building. Oops. Yes, we took it out. Alright. Now the VAB? No, not enough rockets. Alright. Come around again for another pass. Whoops, accidentally hit the button. Switch to chase cam. Yes, chase cam. Unfortunately not chasing quite enough. Oh man, this has no roll control. Almost no roll control. In fact, the flaps... I'm gonna die right now because of the lack of roll control. Yay. Oh my god, I survived that. Full power to the engine. What? Full power to whatever's left. I forgot about, what's it called? That thing where the things deform instead of breaking immediately. Oh, I didn't even hit the cockpit, apparently. Can't remember what it's called right now. The Kerbal Crash system. Man, I'd forgotten about that. Oh yeah, ditch all the, weapons and everything. And I've selected a weapon that is no longer attached to my craft. That's interesting. But yeah, it doesn't perform the best. It doesn't have a great, what's it called, thrust to weight ratio, but otherwise it's quite nice. Fun to fly, except for the fact that it has no roll control. Why is this authority limited so low? Like, supreme lack of roll capability. Next up, we have the KMS-97B by A Traveling Wolf. And just for fun and to give you more to work with, here's another updated version. Fewer parts, bit higher top speed, although I might have sacrificed some acceleration and max altitude in the process, and much more controllable. Will not stall as much when pulling straight up before doing a full flip, and much more stable, because he added front canards and 2 small SAS units to make sure that happened. Yeah, the plane will still want to flip up if you pull too hard from 200 meters per second plus, and as long as you're delicate, it'll be okay. You can pull crazy sharp turns with the canards and SAS units to help stabilize the inherent instability with rolling a bit and having to turn off gimbals. You don't have to turn them off. Honestly, feels like we're back in beta for how crisp this thing can handle now, even in all 4 time warps. Very happy with all the solid versions of the KMS have turned out. This also means it can pull out of a dive very quickly without needing to worry about breaking up. The top speed for diving is only about 350 meters per second. You can pull out of a dive about 400 or 500 meters above the ground by the Space Center, so about 300 to 400 meters. And the engine's at full power and gimbals on. Takeoff speed and min-flight speed have also been improved to be around 30 meters per second, but that's speculation. And let's see, putting the speed at 1 bar above half speed is enough to allow you to hover pretty well. Hover? Oh yeah, because, yeah, super maneuverability. It does make me think of a Sukhoi craft, you know? It's very Russian. I love it! I love the look of it. This is very nice, and it's stock, so I'm definitely going to check it out in 1.2.1. Not 1.2.2 just yet. I do actually have it downloaded now. I had some problems before where I couldn't because I was at my dad's, bad internet connection, that sort of thing. Alright, and we have some action group info, which I will look at as I fly it. But first, oops, that was half speed, so like 1 tick above half speed, he said. So right about there is apparently where it can hover. I don't know if he means with or without the afterburners when he says that, but ooh. I kind of crashed the bottom. Alright, oops, okay, definitely with afterburners, yeah. Ha! I messed that up. Alright, fortunately Kerbal Crash System means we're a little more rugged than we would normally be. Let's, let's... You know what? Fuck it, let's take off like this now, because I've just done stupid shit. Alright, beautiful. And, oh yeah, SAS would probably help. It's got a nice air brake in the back. I do love how you used the air intakes here to make a very smooth fuselage. I do very, very much love that kind of effort put into details and the way this kind of breaks up in here, and everything is just very smooth and well put together on this design. Oh, look at that. Air brakes, the way you've done the air brakes to make this leading edge here. Very, very nice. And let's go ahead and do a super maneuverable stupidity. Let's see, we got gimbals, toggleable engines, toggleable afterburners, flaps, and let's take a look at the flaps. Yep, there we go. And we also have a drogue chute on the bottom here, which I'm not going to deploy because I'm flying. Actually, never mind. I am going to deploy it because we also have a button to cut it. So, you know, I can do that. And now we don't have drogue. Very nice. Very super maneuverable. All right, this is going to be fun to fly around the KSC. Hold on. Let me get the camera angled the way I want. Right like that. All right. Now let's pull it down and around and go. That's not quite what I intended to do. But, oops, wow. It's actually, like, really stable in that it really wants to stay stable. That's surprising. Wow, that's cool. Alright. Let's pull it around like this. Yes! Beautiful! Oh my god, that was fun. Alright, let's, come around. Oh no, this is not going to end well right here. Yeah. Okay, alright. Yep. That's not... Oh, it almost flipped over. That was not good. I think I dented the front quite badly. Yes, I did. Very fun to fly little agile thing, though. So it is very nice, and I love that the takeoff speed is literally, like, instant almost. Alright, so what I'm going to do this time around is I'm going to go ahead and use our air brakes to slow us down quite slow. In fact, I'm going to put the landing gear out as well, because he said that it might theoretically be able to fly at 30 meters per second. So I'm going to put that to the test. If I can get it to slow down any further. In fact, I'll go ahead and put the air brake back out. Because with the tiniest amount of thrust with afterburners on, it was maintaining too high a speed. And now we're probably going to just drop. There's nothing that can counter this. We're just stalling. But that is very nice performance to be able to do stuff like that. Alright, let's go ahead and disengage brakes. Full afterburners. Flaps, even though we're already off the ground. Disable flaps. Gear up. Very, very fun to fly this little thing. Oh yes, beautiful. Alright, let's do some crazy stupid shit from the cockpit, right? I should have plugged in my joystick for this, but I didn't think to. Oh! I honestly thought I was going to crash it right there. I honestly did not think I was going to recover from that. Alright. Falling quite a bit, but now we've regained stability. Alright, let's pull it up like this. Oops, that's gonna... Yep, okay. Alright, let's see if we can... I don't know what's wrong with it right now, but let's see if we can recover from it. Alright, let's... Oh, we're flying still. Okay, so this is what's left of the plane at this point. Let's turn that down quite a bit. And time to land another one-winged plane with only 2 bits of landing gear, too. Alright, this is... Okay, we need to kind of yaw this very carefully and turn down the throttle even more. Although the throttle is the majority of our ability to control the craft right now, so I'm going to have to be very, very careful with how I do this. Alright, basically we need to not go into the ocean, which is why I'm still yawing quite hard. And we need to get down to the ground. And of course, slow down and land at a survivable speed. I know I have Kerbal Crash System, which means I can land at a surprisingly high speed and survive just fine, but I want to do this slightly more realistically. Yes, I'm putting down flaps on a one-wing plane. That's That's never a good idea. Alright, turning down the throttle even more. Let's let it slow down just gently, and let's actually go ahead and hit the brakes full on, and we'll just kind of try and maintain altitude while we lose speed until we can just kind of drop it on the ground like that, and cut the engine, and now we stop pretty quickly. I think that would have been survivable even without Kerbal Crash System, just more stuff would have blown up, of course. We probably wouldn't have survived the initial crash with the VAB, but that's beside the point. And finally, in this old version for today, we have the Spearhead Mk1 by Marine King Prime, which uses its massive lift to be able to take off at low speeds, as well as having an amazing glide slope while maintaining supersonic capabilities. Who am I kidding? I just wanted to test a design concept. I threw on 2 stock missiles for fun. They do fly in straight lines. Alright, let's take a look. Blah, blah, blah. Reading some stuff. Alright, we're good to go. Oh, little missiles. That kind of missile. I haven't seen that kind in a while. That's interesting. Oh, it's spin stabilized. Oh, that's cool. Lots of struts in there, but that's fairly normal for a pre-1.2 design. Are these active? They're active for roll. Oh, that's cool. Oh, is this going to work how I hope it's going to work? Oh, no, it's not. Damn, I was hoping he had, like, locked these partially deployed or whatever, so that you could, so that this one would only go up and this top one would only go down, so that they were, you know, they can't do this unrealistic clipping through the, like that. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of hard to show that. Yeah. So that it wouldn't do that kind of clipping thing. It's a flying wing! Oh, that sucks that the graphics doesn't know how to render that right. Like, it clips instead of showing things properly. Oh, look, we have this stuff. Yay. Where's the... No, I want the, where's the HUD? There's a HUD thing. Isn't there? There's no HUD thing? There's that. Okay, that's one thing. Hold on, let's take a look. Do we have crew data dock orb nav? That doesn't help much. I thought there was a like glass cockpit kind of nav ball kind of thing. I mean, this works, but yeah. All right. Well, apparently this can go supersonic. Of course, I'm more interested in firing those missiles at the VAB and figuring out if I have afterburners, which I do. Good. All right. We have 2 action groups to fire the missiles. I'm thinking about just firing both of them at the same time from the what's it called? From I can't think of the word right this moment, but from the spacebar, from the launching groups. Yeah, gosh, my brain just completely forgot how to say those words. And at this moment, I'd like to remind you that I have a Patreon and a PayPal, and I need the money. Please help me and stuff. But in any case, we're going to fire these missiles now. Well, part of those missiles hit us, apparently. Alright, now let's pull up really hard. Has lots of struts, so we can pull a ton of G's, lose a pretty good amount of speed, but not too much, and do stupid shit like this. Ooh, the roll performance is not good in a dive like this. Oh, wow. The roll things are, like, super stretched and crooked. In fact, they're broken. They're gone. That's why the roll performance was bad. It's not that the roll performance is bad, it's the fact that they got destroyed by the missiles. Oh my god, that's great. This thing flies so well that you wouldn't immediately notice it, though. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get those pieces out of there. Oh, you know what? It's because it's not that the missile destroyed it, it's that... Oh dear, oh dear. It's that because I fired it instead of using the action groups, that actually had the decouplers for these enabled. I don't remember if you could disable them in this version, but if you can, you should have. So I'm launching it one more time, just so we can see those missiles fire properly without destroying the ship. What action group? Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Now we have afterburners. Alright, and I'm just going to get us airborne slightly. And, okay. That still, whoa, was very close. But very nice. Alright, time to do stupid shit. Oh, too stupid. Whoops. And now, loading into 1.2.1. Point. I'm just here to fly the KMS-97B again because I wanted to see how it would handle... I hit the wrong button. Nope, that's the wrong button as well. How it would handle flying in 1.2.1, because I imagine it'll be fairly the same. Maybe slightly less or more crazy, but I figured I would try it out anyhow, because I wanted to see how it would do. Also, there's a bit of a frame drop there. That was interesting. That's weird that 1.1.3 is actually performing better on my computer than 1.2.1. Seems rather backwards to me. Wow, this thing did not like what I just told it to do, so it kind of rolled back into the position it was originally facing. We're actually flying down relative to the direction we're pointing, which is pretty hilarious. It's always funny when you can have those extreme angle of attacks to the point where you're actually moving perpendicularly to where you're pointing, like now, although now we're gonna crash. Yep, crashing time. I managed to get the landing gear down. Everything is fine. I like that we managed to balance on... Oh, never mind. It was balancing on 2 wings. I thought we were balancing on 1 for a moment there, and I was like, pretty sure that's not possible in these physics. Alright, so I'm going to give it 1 more flight for today, but that is it. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in space. It's not really what I meant to do.